Okay, so we've got 47 minutes. Now, what I'm going to show you is this. This is the app, right? Right there. And user interface, API gateway, authentication service, content service, social graph service, cryptocurrency wallet service. Then we got CDN and hashtag 43 storage and blockchain network. Now you can see all that, yeah? That isn't some figment of anybody's imagination. Okay? Now, move across here, because I believe seeing is believing. So, there we have that. And that's as much as you're going to see of that currently. Now, work ambition, hobbies, interests, photography, hiking, cooking, sort of stuff. And it goes down to education, learning, and there's other sections going to be below that. Now, the user interface, the front end of your application, have to learn. API gateway, have to learn. Yeah? So everything that you see in there, next social gen, which is there, and you can see right there the icon, that's React, right? Now, you know, there's many people disbelieve. Yeah, so scroll down a bit more. Sidebar with navigation icon for different sections of the app, i.e. 1, 2, 3, and profile information, recording video, 30 minutes of video, going live. Now, when I mentioned before about the cryptocurrency wallet, how it relates to that is the new emojis. Now, I'm going to show you something that is not on there. It's somewhere else. So, we will have a look. Where is it? Where is it? There we are. So, effects house, right there. Yeah, you can see that. Now, what that is on TikTok, you use that to create custom emojis so people can buy those and then send them to their friends, and who, you know, if they're on live, they can send a gift. So that's what that's about. Now, the bit I was showing you the other day, when I just showed you that, apply the layout t.tsx, that's the code. That code for that is going into Webflow. And when it goes into Webflow, obviously you can see the book right there, JavaScript and jQuery, right? You can see that. So, using this book, Udemy courses, to create all this so it is a real live app where you're going to put your information in. When you put your information in, what's going to happen is you will get a confirmation email. When you do the confirmation email, as I'm going back up, you'll come to that, where it'll have MetaMask, Phantom, Tangent, and other wallet services, which you click on, and you have to sign up for it if you haven't already got one. Now, where the blockchain comes in is linked to that, because obviously there's an arrow going from one to the other. But in the games section of this over here, because there is going to be a game section, there is going to be a business section in that part. So the games section is going to be where we're looking to create brand new games. So you can see all this, can't you? Yeah. So this section here is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it gets bigger and bigger, and as you can see there, social media crypto is private. It is locked. Now, once I've paid for it, then it isn't going to be locked. And you can see it there. This is part 1. Part 2 I showed you in the other video. Now, like that there, profile information, Jane Doe, pseudonym, address, blah blah blah, date of birth. Yeah, when you sign into that part to create, you've gone through that to get to that, which means when you get your email to say you're logging in, that's where that comes in. So you're seeing all these things, right? I know there's a lot of you out there in YouTube land who don't believe. Well, here's the thing. Like I showed you in the other video, right? There is a cost to AI. That cost is going to be met. And once it's met, and I'm in workflow, like what you just saw on this, on the laptop screen, will get sucked into workflow, and the first person on the starter comes in to help, and then others will follow. Now, as I was saying to family, the verification came through today, and I've already got Google Pay, because earlier this year I had to take the tram to get to see family, and I paid for the tram with Google Pay. So that's all linked. Google Pay is linked to AdSense, to YouTube, etc. Now, the choice is this. That one, which is on the screen at the moment, yeah, that basically is the first, and the second one, that is on recoup. So there's two. Once I've done the Udemy course and got certificates, I then head into Solidity for all of those people out there who are turning around and saying, how's he going to pay for all this? Well, the Solidity does a RC20 code. So there's your clue. Now, as I've already got the MetaMask wallet, I go through that, and when I pull the asset into GitHub Remix IDE, and if you don't know what these are, Google it, please. Google it. I had to. Then pay to deploy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the other one, which is 9, that's a BEP, so it's Binance, and send them all to Coinbase, Kraken, and other exchanges. That pays for what you're seeing on screen, and it also pays for the other thing, which is the other app I showed you. And the other app is going to be based Newcastle city centre. It'll have an office, it'll have a website, and it'll have men and women answering the phone. Can't make it any clearer. So, I think I said to NUFC earlier, YouTube documents what you do. That's all it does. It doesn't make you a millionaire tomorrow morning. No, it doesn't do that. And the likelihood is, with the other app, as I've just posted to Facebook, with the other app, all of those fellow YouTube channels, it pushes them to, if they want to, when both apps are up and running live on the internet for the rest of time, they get the chance to turn around and say, yes, I want in, or I don't want in. It's their choice. So, like I say, I mean, what I'm showing you is on the computer screen. And here's the thing. That there is going into Webflow, and the other one I showed you the other day is also going into Webflow. Now, learning from that, and I'm also learning from the book. So there you go. I'm learning online. I'm showing you adult learning. Unless you missed that bit. And I'm doing this because I'm 57-year-old. And I want my YouTube channel, hashtag Paul Gallant 3675, to stand out in a sea of black and white by doing what I'm showing you. There's nothing hard about it apart from the learning, and with the learning is also understanding what I'm doing, where I'm making mistakes so I can correct the mistake and move on. So, if this video has not answered your questions, has not eased your doubts, well, guess what? You're watching the wrong YouTube channel, mate. Trot on. Or if you believe that I'm not going to do the course, build that, what I've just showed you, build the other one I showed you the other day, well, you'd be like all of those people at my ex-depot that turned around and said, you'll never make a driver. And those same people 11 years later said respect, because at the end of the day I had done it for 11 years. This is a new career, and hopefully with the songs, hopefully I'll have enough money to hire a local studio in the Midlands, go in there, hire the backing musicians, and then sing songs right here, and then create an album. Now, if you think at the end of the day, what I've just said to you, what I've showed you, if you believe what you believe, and I'm wrong, trot on. That's all I'll say to you. I'm doing this because I can look back at it when I retire and say, yeah, I did that. So, but if you do like the content, give me one of them, subscribe, and tell others. Because the adult learning part, well, 57-year-old. So the adult learning part, that's important. Thanks for watching.